So trading in 2025, as we are about to close the year 2024, we are currently in the month of December the 10th, Tuesday at, it's after 8. So, right? So, trading in 2025, um, let's talk a little bit about that while I'm trying to set up my laptop. Um, it is possible that you can trade if you are from Trinidad and Tobago or anywhere in the Caribbean. It doesn't matter where you are. Currently, you have way less restrictions now than a couple years ago when I started. It was very difficult. I remember when I now heard about Forex, our Trinis, it was through a MLM company, and they portrayed like you need this mentorship and you need this course and you need this and you need that, So, that's how I first was introduced into Forex. Then you have to get a card, a credit card, a debit card, all these things just to trade in Forex. And you're young and you don't have a job that could give you a job letter to go to the bank to get a card, even a debit card. So it was very difficult back then, and now imagine you can just fund your account with cryptocurrency. That's impressive. That's really, really, really impressive. Right? That's really impressive. So anyone, once you can get crypto is something easy to acquire. Persons like myself or persons from my country, you could check up YouTube, you could check Facebook. People are crypto to sell. You have no excuses. Deposit and trade. Simple. But you could say deposit and trade Forex market and make money, as they say, but it's not that easy. It sounds simple, but yet still it's complicated at the same time. It's simple. Very interested. So if you are a young person and you have some time on your hand and you have a little time on your hand and you want to learn something extra on the side, why not Forex? Why not Forex? Or any thing to deal with the financial markets, because there's the stock market, there's the Forex market. How much if it's 6 trillion, whatever trillions it is, there's that. Then there's the crypto market with the billions as well. So there's those market that you now have access to at the tip of your finger. So minimum wage in Trinidad and Tobago, it's $21, I believe. So if you are working 8 hours a day at a minimum wage job, roughly it's about $168. $168. So you can definitely make that in the Forex market. Make 2 days pay, 3 days pay. There's day trader, there's swing trader, there's long term trader. So yeah, it is definitely possible. And the thing about it is, I had no one to show me this, and now I'm doing this here to encourage myself, my younger self. I'm doing this for my younger self in um another universe, as they say. So I'm telling myself, hey sir, you can learn a little bit about trading in just takes a phone, laptop, Wi-Fi connection, and studying the basics, and from there continue studying, and you continue growing in your trade. So Forex is running a business. So if you are a business minded person and you're good at calculating and understanding certain things, this is for you. If you are just looking um because you see this as real money and it can make unlimited money, trust me, you will fail within about 2 months, 3 months. You're gonna fail. Gonna definitely fail. If you're doing it for a hobby, better again. If you are doing this because you have 1,000 or 500 and you want to put it here and see if you could flip it, it is not for you. It's definitely not for you. You may be able to flip it, but someday you will eventually it'll catch up there. When they say you win the playway once, you'll get hooked, or twice you get hooked, until you're just carrying money for the machine. But in playway and all these things, you don't really win any money. You just win back your money eventually after a period of time. So Forex and playway, is it the same? That was a question I got from an older gentleman. Well, I'm just gonna say this. Playway has how much numbers? 30, 36 or 35, somewhere around there, or 32. I don't know. And if you play one, that's a very high probability of losing. But Forex, in the other hand, there's only a buy or there a sell. So it's only up or down. How good is your patience? Because I see people mining and holding lotto mark, like every day they'll play it until eventually call. Sometimes it might run into like weeks. It's the same concept I think applies in terms of our trading, because sometimes we wait in weeks for a trade. And sometimes we in a trade and we holding it for weeks as well too. So it's the same. So quite not, but quite not. Right, so I think my laptop is set up. Let's see. Let's see. I don't know why my laptop is literally running slow. I wanted to do a little reaction video today, but I feel like due to the rain, I don't know if like the internet runs slow, everybody home. Could be wrong. And it's saying sign in. Why are you saying sign in? Plus, I literally did download Chrome and I'm not seeing it. Okay, I got it. Just bear with me a few seconds. So, oh, I don't know why I like to yawn that much. Every video I'm always yawning, so I need to sort out that. Right, so let's see here. So I hope you guys had a wonderful day. So we are right. So I think I find the video that I wanted to look at. Right, so let's react to this video. I was scrolling and I just come across a video. I haven't watched it as yet, so I'm gonna watch it with you guys. Scene, capture this, start recording. Cool, so it's good. Right, so this is my reaction video to this that I see. It's titled Why Trading Forex is Difficult.
It's always been my understanding that it's quite difficult to make money long term if you're trading currencies or indices, but you make that work in very short time frames. Is that correct?
Well, I look at the Forex market on daily charts for the trend, and then I look at a 4-hour chart for entries. Yesterday I looked at a 30-minute chart because I had the time to focus on the 30-minute chart. I haven't got that today. You're trading technically alone in the Forex market, and there's a lot of news around. It drives it one way and the other way, and your hit rate suffers. I think using vector based on the stock market, good quality stocks, you can get your hit rate up to 75%. On the Forex market, that comes down, and I don't care who you are, it comes down significantly. If you speak to any institutional trader, they'll tell you that. If your hit rate comes down, then what happens is that you get into these ghastly clusters of good and bad luck. So, to illustrate that, do you ever go to the casino?
I do.
Okay. If you play roulette.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, roulette is red and black. So, if you look and there's a little white ball,
yeah,
which is the house edge, okay? That's the spread, that's the brokerage. If you look at the scoreboard down at the bottom of the roulette wheel, you know the electronic scoreboard?
Yeah.
If you look, you're going to see long runs of red, long runs of black, okay? And it should be red and black, red and black, red and black, but life is not like that. You get clusters of good luck and clusters of bad luck. Your mother may have told you that bad things happen in threes. Okay, that's because life is mostly random, okay? And in 8 observations, you get a cluster of 3. In other words, a half times a half times a half. Okay, and your mother could only remember 8 observations. So she says that things happen in threes. So in a 50% system, okay, you get, the hit rate, that's 1 out of 2 you should be right, 1 out of 2 you should be wrong, okay? What's the probability of 2 bad ones in a row?
I don't know.
Okay, it's a half times a half. Okay, 2 bad ones in a row. That means in a 50% system, every 4 trades, you have 2 bad ones in a row and 2 good ones in a row. Now, that means that if your hit rate comes down towards 50%, and many trend-following traders would sell their granny for a 50% system. Most trend-following systems are less than 50%. That in 4 trades, you're going to have 2 bad ones in a row. Now, most people will give up after 2 bad ones in a row, but it gets worse. What's the probability of 3 bad ones in a row?
I don't know.
A half times a half times a half.
More.
Okay? Which means that you get a cluster of 3 bad ones in a row every 8 trades. You get a cluster of 4 bad ones in a row every 16 trades, and you get a cluster of 5 bad ones in a row every 32 trades. 5 bad ones in a row. How good will you be in executing your system with precision after 5 losses in a row? Okay, and that's the challenge in the short-term markets. As the hit rate comes down, then these ghastly clusters of bad luck start. And of course, a cluster of good luck, you can have a cluster of good luck as well. Cluster of good luck, of course, is actually more detrimental to your health than a cluster of bad luck, because in a cluster of good luck, you've got a little thing between your ears here called a pituitary gland, okay? And it pumps all sorts of muti. Muti is Zulu. It's a Zulu medicine. It pumps all sorts of muti into your bloodstream. So when you leave the gym after a good workout, you feel good, eh?
Yeah.
All right. When I leave the gym after a good workout, I'm 18 again. Okay? And similarly, when you have 1 good trade in a row, 2 good trades in a row, the old pituitary gland gets to work and it pumps this stuff into your bloodstream. You feel good. You become euphoric. And when you become euphoric, the definition of euphoria is invincible.
Euphoric.
And you start to forget about all those position sizing, only risk 0.5%. You say, let's have a big bet.
True.
When you have a run of good luck, that euphoria takes over, and most people, in fact, go bankrupt after a run of good luck, not after a run of bad luck, because they think they're God and they forget about all those position sizing stuff. And it's happened to me on a few occasions that. And if you're a risk manager, the risk managers in the city are in fact coached into assessing the susceptibility of their traders to euphoria. So the big problem, and anybody who's traded for more than 10 minutes will tell you this, the big problem is getting your mind around the clusters of good luck and the clusters of bad luck as the hit rate invariably falls. Now, if you've got a system that's trend following and the darn thing goes into a range, the system doesn't work. Many people will say, well, don't trade a trend following system when it goes into a range, but you don't know the darn thing's in a range until it's been there for a while. You can put all the ADXs of this world on, makes no darn difference, okay? The market has to go sideways for a while before you know it's in a range. Similarly, if you're buying support and selling resistance, okay, and the market starts to trend, well, you're wrong. So you can have lots, and then there's the noise in the market that causes you to get stopped out and stopped out. Unless your stop losses are really good, the market makers will pick them off all day and every day, and the algos will then, what's left after the market makers, the algos will have a go at. So your hit rate comes down, and if you can be right in the Forex market 55 to 60% of the time, you're right up there with some really good traders. You can make a heap of money with a 50% system. If you make 3 times more when you're right than you lose when you're wrong, 5 times 3 is 15, and 5 times 1 is 5. That means that in 10 trades, you risk £1 to make £1. So you've got a positive expectancy system, and that's great. But handling with a winning system that's right 65% of the time or 60% of the time, that
Your wrist up bong.
makes a fortune in paper, most people will lose with that system, unfortunately, because of these darn clusters of good luck and bad luck. And if you're over 20, you must have had periods in your life where everything goes well, and you've periods of your life where nothing goes well. And that's a cluster. They happen in every facet of life, okay? And certainly if you get to over 50 and over 60, I have to say it to believe it. If you get over 60, you've got really good years and bad years, that's for sure.
What's the best week of trading then that you've ever had in terms of profits? What was your best week?
The best one without a doubt is a copper trade that I did a lifetime ago. I put the trade on while I was in South Africa, and I was here in London. I remember vividly checking broker. I didn't think I had any positions because I was sure that I'd been stopped out of this copper trade before I left South Africa. And I was going along to watch Celine Dion at the Royal Albert Hall. And we talked about Titanic a moment ago. It was at that Titanic era, I don't know when that was, 1999, 1997, a long time, 20 years ago. And in fact, what had happened was I'd missed the stop in copper by a tick or two. And the copper price had ran up the page, and we talked about exits. It had just ignored all those fib levels. It just kept on going. And when I opened up my brokerage account, I had a local spread better here. When I opened up the brokerage account, there was thousands in it. Completely unexpected. So I think that stands out as a wonderful trade, yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
To not know it either.
I didn't know it, and I just let it run. It ran up the page for weeks on end because I didn't think I had a position, yeah.
You are one of the traders that gets currencies right. Where do you think other people go wrong?
Well, I get currencies right 60 to 65% of the time. 30 to 35% of the time I'm wrong. And the reason that I'm still around in all of these markets is that when I'm wrong, I lose a little bit, and when I'm right, I add. I like to be 3 times bigger when I'm right than I am when I'm wrong. So I'm not consistent in markets because of my ability to read markets better than anybody else. And in fact, I'm probably consistent in markets because I manage risk well, and I am a conservative. Many of my friends say to me, David, how the hell can you be a commodities trader? You're the most conservative guy in the world. When I go to the airport to hire a car, I always take the windscreen. You know, they can ask you, do you want the windscreen and do you want the tire waiver? I always take that, and I take the super cover as well. And they say to me, how can you be a trader and take risk? And the reason that I'm still around after all these years and people have come and gone is that I manage risk exceptionally well. And the objective of doing business, whether you're in the media business, whether you're in the stock market or the Forex market, the objective of doing business is to do business at the least risk.
So, very informative video, guys. I don't want to keep you back. So if you haven't subscribed, subscribe for more content on reacting and trading content.